There's ground transportation. I guess down here. It's way down here.
Really?
And he rented a car one day and he got lost trying to find Masada, you know.
Yeah.
In Jerusalem there, you know. And, so he pulls up alongside this farm, you know, and sees a farmer working there. He says, "Can you tell me?"
So what's there to do here in Asheville?
Drink beer.
Mm-hmm. Are they good at making it? Yeah.
A lot of breweries.
Okay.
There's a brewery on every freaking corner.
What's a good one so we don't try all the bad stuff?
Well, you're down in Billboard. There's a couple of them there.
Okay.
There's one right over there called Highwire right here.
All right, we're going through these archway thing, whatever this is.
This is like a historical building, right?
Yeah,
This is the largest private home in the country.
It was built by George Washington Vanderbilt.
George Vanderbilt, right?
The river. Yeah, there's a river somewhere. Okay, we got corn. God,
They got a winery out there, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Antler Hill. That's the one.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Make a slight right turn, then make a sharp left turn on Winery Road.
Is that it right there behind us?
No, it's way up here.
Okay.
See Antler Hill.
Oh, okay. The nav's like trying to take us somewhere weird. There's the river.
So are we gonna be on that side or on this side? Oh, we're in here, right?
I don't know.
Because this is that river.
That's pretty.
I think. Now it's 26,000. They donated 100,000 to.
Yeah, he had to sell off a lot of stuff.
They sold it all off to the national parks.
Jesus.
That is a lot. Now you got to tell these guys what you're involved in, or else they
All right,
won't
cool.
listen.
Make a slight left turn to stay on an approach road.
What's the name of the event again?
Nah, they'll have restrooms here. All right. Land Rover experience. Right there.
White tent on the left side of the white tent are bags with your tents in them. Find one with your name on it. Set it up.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, welcome.
All right, I lied. You guys want to get a picture with this old Discovery? No. No? We'll do a sad face in front of it. All right, tell us how bad it's going to be.
We are gonna die, 100%. We're not making it out alive.
Hey, tell them what those guys looked like when we passed them, the guys that just finished today.
They look like what I look after not sleeping for 40 hours. Just like that.
Hey, tell everybody what the people looked like that we passed that just finished this thing yesterday.
They were
They're dead.
yeah, they were gone. They were gone.
Yeah, but it's going to be fun anyway. We'll make the most of it. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Smile. So we're out here. Everybody's setting up their tents. This is pretty cool. A little bit of a cool breeze. All right. Look, we got Alejandro's tent set up. Oh, I'm here with Caesar. We just got the tent set up. Woo! Got the vineyard. Look at this view over here. Dude, sweet.
welcome to TrēK 2021. You are our final qualifying wave. There's one spot left in the finals. This is it. So you've got a great day. You've missed the rain, which was a lot of fun for some people. So well done. So I'm Paul Cook. I'm the training director for JLR North America, and our training team. This is one of the events that we run, along with product launches, technical training, non-technical training, the guild competitions, and a few other things like that. So just want to introduce Rick. Say hi, Rick. Rick, David, and Tim. And Andy. Say hi, Andy. So yeah, I mean, without this team, TrēK wouldn't exist. This is hard work every day from 4:45. Bricks alarm goes off until whenever we leave tonight later, just to put everything on to make everything happen. And you're going to have a fantastic day. Well, an evening and day. It's going to be really good. So can't wait to see. I think all I want to say really is, so I've been with the brand for 5-6 years. And I'm really proud to work for Land Rover. And I'm really looking forward to seeing your flags, which you might not be looking forward to doing, but you know. But trust me, when you do, you'll see everyone's kind of the same. Every single flag that I've seen presented so far, it just brings out a real passion for the brand, a passion for your dealership, from where you live, from the team, and you just can't buy that. It's fantastic, so it's really good to see. Yours could be shit, we don't know yet, we'll wait and see. But everyone, no pressure, but everyone so far has been awesome. But no, good luck. It's going to be good. We do dash cams? Forget the dash cams, don't worry about it.
No, you want them? You want them? Yeah. So there's these dash cams.
Let's do them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hang on, let me make sure I have it
Steve,
Maybe
I will
not.
subscribe.
Please, yes.
Subscribe.
I'm trying to get to my 1,000 people.
Follow one of the other teams and watch them do something stupid.
first. Now here's the deal, right? So there's these dash cams that are factory installed dash cams. So I'm going to hand out the bulletin that shows how to use it,
Awesome.
because it's a Land Rover. So it starts with a bulletin.
We didn't say.
It's in a back order.
Do you record audio inside the car?
Yeah. So there's a camera in the front and there's a camera in the back window, and yes, it does record the audio in the car.
Ah.
So
And there is no automatic beeping, so it's going to get all the best words as you drive around. Just be careful. Before I hand over to Sean's going to take you through I think Sean had about teamwork. So every team that we've seen that have done really well or that have won their wave, it's because the team work well together. It's not the best off-road drivers, it's not the best at swimming. It's really just, if you can work as a team like you do every day or like you should do, then you'll do really well. So I think I won't give any more spoilers away. Okay, all right. Okay, so really hope you have a great time. I know you will. See you all when you get back tomorrow. But yeah, thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate it.
Let's go,
All right.
Sean.
Huh?
Let's go, Sean.
I'm Sean. Hey, I'm Sean Gorman. So I know it's always fun to come to these things because I run into people that I haven't seen in ages. So I've been around a long time. I've been around since '99 and kind of different roles and different jobs. But lately, what I do is I work with Land Rover Experience, and I'm fortunate enough to take people who are interested in these cars, or sometimes I do commercial work and stuff that you see on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. But I got the fun part of the job, which is to try to get people excited about the business and the brand. And so I feel real lucky because for a long time I also worked on the retailer side, which is a real different thing, right? You guys have to deal with the realities of it. All I do is create the illusion of it.
That's a real thing.
So I'm not rubbing it in. Maybe a little. So tonight I just wanted to make sure that everybody understands kind of what the flow of the night is. Our ultimate goal by the end of the tonight is that everybody here has the skills and the knowledge to be successful tomorrow. We want everybody to have a really fun, a really good day, you know, get some points, all those kind of bragging rights and all that kind of stuff. So that's important to us. So the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna start out talking a little bit about where we are. We're gonna talk a little bit about TrēK. Then you guys are gonna tell us a little bit about yourselves. Then we'll break off and get into the real like nitty gritty of everything you need to know to be successful with TrēK tomorrow. Then we're gonna have some time. You're gonna have a little bit of time to kind of do all that stuff that that you probably feel slightly uncomfortable with. That's that how to TrēK manual and all those items that were on it. You know, you have to know how to read a map. You have to know how to use a high lift jack. You have to know how to winch and all that stuff. So I would guess that most of you have something in that realm that feels slightly uncomfortable. So you'll have some time with myself and the other instructors who are here in that vehicle. So by tomorrow when you get up, you've already got a good idea of exactly what to expect. Yeah?
Good, good.
Cool, all right. So questions are fine. To be fair, most of the questions ultimately get answered as we go along anyways. It's a huge download the next couple hours that we go through. It's a ton of information. So the reason I told you to bring notes and all that kind of stuff is because it's real helpful as we start to go through. Or if you think of something, write it down. If at the end you haven't gotten an answer yet, definitely ask it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I introduced myself. Let me introduce the rest of my team real quick. So the ones that are here, there's a whole gaggle of people out there getting everything ready for tomorrow's competition. So there's a team over on the other side of the property that are getting the cars all finished up, making sure that everything's set, making sure they're clean, making sure that they're set up right, making sure that hopefully that your names are spelled right. Which kind of brings me to the subject of, does everybody know how tomorrow when you use your car, how do you know it's your car?
The name is
Yeah. Well, you know, I bring this up every night, and every day we have the same problem, which is that a team goes to a car and they say, this is exactly what happens. They walk up. It's always some guy walks up and he's like, this is our car. And the other guy goes, that's not your car, dumbass. It has your dealership's name on it, and it also has your name on it. So if you get in a car that is not where you work, or if you look at the names and yours isn't on it, look at the next one, or the next one, or the next one, okay? Because it is embarrassing when you hop in the wrong dealer's car. Or you're sabotaging. So they're out getting that ready. They're also getting all these challenges that you're going to learn about later tonight. They're getting all those ready. So there's a whole lot more people here than who's here tonight. Aaron looks like he's freezing or a ninja. I'm not sure. Aaron runs the Land Rover Experience Center here, which we'll talk about in a second. But he runs the Experience Center here, and so we're kind of guests of his here at the Biltmore to be able to run these programs. Next to him is Warren. He's a local guy. I was going to make a tall joke, but I decided I went for the last night. It's the comeback. He's standing there. Aaron's sitting down, Warren's standing up. So Warren used to work here full time at the driving school as well, and now he works with us on the event side. He's a local Asheville guy. Who else we got? We got Ben there. He's not paying attention as usual, but he knows a lot, especially about bugs and things. So if you have like questions about the specific spiders or lizards or snakes that are in your tent, he's the guy to talk to. He will tell you everything you want to know about them. Right, Ben? That's right. Yeah, he knows the species. He knows way too much. He also was one of the full-time guys here. And one of the things I like about having a couple local guys is that tonight when you have that time to talk to the instructors, sometimes it's good to just get some education on what it's like to drive here. What's the terrain like? What are the trails like? What do I have to worry about? What kinds of hazards are there? they know this stuff inside and out. So it's always good to get regional knowledge. You got Ramsey over there. Ramsey used to run the school out at Quail Lodge in Carmel, California.
Oh, nice.
So he, I'm so proud of him. He has a coat on. He has a coat on. He's got a name on. Normally he shows up like this. It says it always like I'm from California.
I'm freezing right now.
Yeah. So Ramsey's got a ton of experience. So you got a good group, and everybody here can help you with all the stuff tonight that you need to know. Like I said, to be successful. Now, who has been to the Biltmore before? There's a couple people. All right, so Biltmore. So the Biltmore, kind of some of the highlights is that the Biltmore has the largest privately owned home in the United States. And does anybody know how big it is?
26,000.
It's 165,000 square feet. 165,000 square foot home. It's a big ass home. And so,
Does anybody live there?
well, no, nobody lives in it, but the people who own it still live on property, which are still direct descendants of the people who built it, which is pretty cool, really. So Aaron will talk about that a little bit later, but yeah, the people who actually are the direct descendants of the people who built it still live here on property, and you will pass through one of their kind of front, kind of through their front yard in a way tomorrow. It's not literally their front yard, but you're just off the road. So it's kind of neat that they're still real actively involved and engaged. Now, it's more people come to the Biltmore than anything else in North Carolina. It's the #1 tourist attraction in the state of North Carolina. So people come from all over the world to come and look in that house. Now, the property itself, the side that you met the shuttle today, the hotel and all that stuff, is on the east side of the river. So when you came over on the shuttle, you came over across the bridge. You crossed this river called the French Broad River. That kind of divides the property in half. And so we're on the west side of the property. The west side of the property, where we're at, is the part of the property that they don't really typically let anyone from the public on. This is kind of the working, living, kind of farm side of the property. So tourists go on that side, and then everything else happens over here. So the Biltmore itself, as you see, it grows grapes and has a vineyard and has winemaking. There's bees, there's a whole cattle ranch with their own select breed of cattle here. There's a big pig farm over here that you'll see tomorrow at some point. So everything that we're going on over here is what you would expect on a farm. So there's tractors and combines and people on horses and all kinds of stuff, right? So like I said, Aaron will talk more about that, but the reality of it is just keep in mind that we're not over here by ourselves. It's the opposite, which is that we're doing an off-road competition on their property as they operate it like anything else. So when you're out there tomorrow, just remember, like, I'll tell you what happened today. If you happen to be out tomorrow and you're walking and you see a fence, they're about this tall, okay? You're gonna see 4 wires. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then every so often,
There's a post.
there's a little yellow sign about yay big, and it says electric fence. Yeah? Okay, so I will tell you, if you get to the point ever in this competition that you run up to one of these electric fences, first of all, there's 2 ways that you can find out if it's actually an electric fence. One is you can listen to me, or the other one is you can try to cross it. And when it shocks the shit out of you, and it will, 'cause they're for cows, right? So there's a pretty good jolt there. So there never is any reason that you need to cross an electric fence. If you get to the point where you need to cross an electric fence, it actually makes way more sense to just follow the fence versus going over the fence. Because remember, it's a fence, right? So if you cross one electric fence, that means you got to cross another electric fence somewhere else. So it's kind of double trouble. And then you'll see some of these other fences around there's actually an electric fence right up here. You'll see it tomorrow. It looks like a fishing net. It's like a kind of a weave, a net thing. And if you step on it, it will also shock you. But it's for sheep, so it's not quite as bad. But it's still an electric fence. So we're out here on this cattle ranch, and we're trying to be good neighbors and obviously not piss people off. So we'll get you all set up with everything you need to know to not do that. But yeah. Now. Yeah. I see you guys got fringe, tassels. That's awesome. That's a fancy flag over there. Did anybody think the flag was a simple ask? No. You know, it's funny. I was over here eating dinner and listening to you guys talk about your flag. Here's what they asked, right? This is normal. Do all of us have to talk? Right? Do we all have to go up there, or can we just like stand there while one dude talks the whole time? So here's the deal with the flags, right? Is that the flags are challenging because it's not what we typically do for our work. If we made flags or talked about ourselves all day long, this flag thing would be a piece of cake. So I always just like to bring it up because there's that sense of trepidation about standing up in front of a bunch of people you don't know. Because the ask, as I recall, was to build a flag. We sent you basically a white canvas flag. We said all you have to do, right? All you have to do is you have to come up with some flag that represents your store, represents yourselves as people, and somehow how you relate to the store, and then how that all ties into your trip to TrēK, right? Oh, that sounds so easy. It's not. It's really not. I know it's not. So when you come up to talk about the flag, it's much easier if you realize we're just all in the same playing field. Everybody's a little uncomfortable. Everybody's a little nervous. Everybody feels like a little bit of a dumbass to walk up with their flag that looks like a kindergarten art project. Yeah? And say like, oh yeah, you know, I like to do this and this is fun and all that kind of stuff. So if we're all in the same boat and we all come up here and do it, it's a piece of cake. So may as well just let the nerves go, because the nerves don't actually do you any good anyway. Yeah?
Yeah.
It got real quiet. I know what everybody's thinking right now. Everybody's thinking right now, oh God, don't call me. I don't want to be the first one to do the flag. Yeah? No?
Hey.
You like that? You want to be the first flag guy? All right, first flag guy.
All right.
Service manager at Land Rover Houston Central. I'm Chris Jones, fixed operations director.